is off the chart. And what happened to you?
Well, Dr. Zombo, I was in an automobile accident. I was rear-ended by a probe.
Ooh, that must have hurt, but why aren't you wearing any clothes?
Well, you know how hospitals are. They take all your money and don't return your clothes.
Wait a minute, I've never heard of a hospital like that. What kind of hospital is that?
Well, it's sort of an outpatient clinic.
An outpatient clinic?
Yeah, when the cops came to pick me up, I was out of there.
Do you like scary movies? Well, do you? Because strange images are in the air tonight. I've sent Quasi deep into the vault to pull out some of the scariest movies ever made. So turn out the lights. Get close to someone you care for. Because it's time for Zombo's House of Horror Movies. Come, let's go inside and meet Quasi. Miss Transylvania. Werewolfie. The head nurse. Officer not so friendly. And Bianca, the rack girl.
And I'm hot.
Hello, everybody, boys and ghouls, mummies and daddies. It's your old pal Zombo, welcoming you to Zombo's House of Horror Movies. Ooh, this week's movie is one of the scariest movies ever made. The Brain That Wouldn't Die. The Brain That Wouldn't Die tells the story of how a surgeon's girlfriend is decapitated in an automobile accident, but is kept alive in his basement laboratory. Looking for a suitable body to reattach his sweetie's head to, the surgeon visits various men's clubs to find a suitable replacement part. And if that isn't enough, the thing in the closet joins in on the fun by biting off part of the surgeon's ear. Where is Mills Lane when you need him? The Brain That Wouldn't Die stars Dabney Coleman, Roger Moore, Forrest Gump, Run Forrest Run, Fraser Crane, Tony Curtis, Evel Knievel, Howard Stern, Dr. Joyce Brothers, Ellie Mae Clampett, Zippy the Pinhead, Beldar Conehead, and Kathy Lee Gifford as the head that wouldn't shut the hell up. Ooh, that does look like one very scary movie. Ooh, I wonder who's at the door.
Hey, are you Zombo the Wizard?
Oh, why, yes, I'm Zombo the Wizard.
Well, I hear you can tell me a lot about my love life and my future. Now, can you?
Oh, yes, I can. Let me see your palm.
Okay. So what can you see?
Oh, well, I can see that you don't have a girlfriend.
Hey, that's right.
Oh, and I can also see that you're a very lonely man.
Yep, you're right again. Well, that's amazing. And then you can tell all this just from my love line?
Oh, no, from the calluses.
What? Why are you,
Oh, and we'll be right back to our very scary movie right after these important messages from our sponsors. Ooh, tonight's movie is brought to you in non-living color, otherwise known as scary black and white.
Let me die. Let me die.
I should have known he was as good as dead when they wheeled him in.
You did everything possible, everything you could, Dr. Collier.
Everything. Everything except save my patient.
Everything in the books. Now, Dad, do I have permission to take over and try things my way?
The operating room is no place to experiment.
He's dead.
Oh, minor complication.
Very well. The corpse is yours. Do what you want to do.
All right. Make an opening into the chest cavity. Apply 100 milliamps of current directly to the heart, then massage by hand. I'll handle the brain area.
By yourself?
By myself. Got to work fast, if it isn't too late.
You talk as if he's still alive.
He is. I just picked up a safe pulse beat.
Keep massaging the heart.
I am.
Electric shock should stimulate the motor area enough to innervate the heart again. Then he won't need any external stimuli.
Keep away from the motor area. You'll paralyze him for good.
Which would you rather be, paralyzed or dead?
Is that your final answer?
Try to play God. Some choices are not yours to make.
When the obstetrician has to decide which to save the mother or the child, who plays God then? It's part of the game.
Game? The human body's not a jigsaw puzzle to experiment on.
You're playing it safe like the other doctors, hmm? Save my breath. Keep massaging the heart. You've already lost your patient, Doctor. I'm going to save mine.
Pulse is coming back stronger than ever. It's unbelievable.
Nothing's unbelievable if you have the nerve to experiment. I've been working on something like this for weeks.
In your laboratory?
I knew this would work if only I had the opportunity.
You don't conduct experiments on people. You should be sure of the results.
I am now. Stop massaging the heart. Let's see if it can take over by itself. All right. Close up the chest. I'm about finished with the cerebral area. How's his pulse?
Strong and steady.
You did perform a miracle. I may not approve of your methods, but I am proud of your results. Amazing. Even an extraordinary operation, son. But it still is too risky, too uncontrolled.
Saved his life.
And the after effects, what about them?
You've lost the urge to experiment, to explore.
Don't explore on people. Before you put a scalpel to one, an operation like this needs testing under every condition. Over and over again. Rabbits, mice, monkeys, not people.
That man who should be dead now won't think so. There's more to surgery than just being a carpenter to patch up walls or a plumber to drain pipes. Our bodies are capable of adjusting in ways we've hardly dreamt of. If we can only find the key. I'm so close now, so very close.
The key to what?
Complete transplantations. To be able to transplant limbs and organs. To be able to replace diseased and damaged parts of the body as easily as we replace eye corneas now. So that the new parts will join together as though they were born there.
Can't be done.
It can be done. With my new special compound I've created, I'll do it. I know I can do it.
Sure, sure. That's what you say.
That's what I know. I know I'm close.
Darling, I'm so proud of you, I could kiss you.
Promises, huh? Always promises.
Careful, your father's liable to report us.
Stop the floor show. When you two are married, it won't be fun to watch anymore.
That's what you think.
Well, I can promise you one thing. Your grandchildren won't be test tube babies.
You better hurry if you want to catch that plane to Denver, Dad. You know that medical convention can't start without you.
Jan, you'd better check about my reservations.
Oh, yes, I'll call the airport. I'll be right back.
Bill, the line between scientific genius and obsessive fanaticism is a thin one. Now, I want you on the right side of it.
If I don't experiment, how can I hope to perform operations like the one you almost messed up?
But I can't cover up for you anymore. The superintendent had it out with me. He thinks it's you who's been stealing those limbs from the amputee operations.
I've got to have limbs for my transplant experiments. Well, you said test and experiment. Test and experiment.
Yes, but limbs and organs taken from people.
I've got to have them to work with. Sure, I've made a few mistakes, but I've learned from them. I've learned.
Your reservations are all set. 3:30 takeoff.
Well, what have you two planned for the weekend?
Oh, nothing much. It's a quiet weekend.
You sure you're not going up to the country house? You're always sneaking off up there. The place gives me the creeps. I should have sold it when your mother died.
You can't sell that place. Well, I mean, it's nice to get away from the city. I can work without anyone snooping around.
You spend too much time up there. All right, I'll see you both in a few days. Got to clean up and get out of here. Fine operation or not, Bill. You're walking on thin ice. Don't go too far.
Oh, every time you touch me, I go out of my mind. I want to kiss you. Bill, I want to get married. I can't stand not having you.
You've been wonderful.
Oh, I'd rather be a bride.
In a few more weeks, nothing will keep us apart. We'll be together.
Taxi! Taxi!
I'm so glad you're here. I was afraid you'd gotten away. There was a very important phone message that came to you. It sounded quite urgent. I've been looking everywhere. It was from a man called Kurt. He called from the country place, and he said something terrible had happened. He wanted you to come right out.
Thank you. Well, you've always wanted to know what's kept me away from you so many weekends. Have you got the keys to your car?
Hello, everybody. It's your old pal Zombo. It's time to visit the Rat Girl.
We'll be right back to our very scary movie after these important messages from our sponsors.
Hello, everybody. It's your old pal Zombo down here in Zombo's Dungeon Art Gallery. Do you know where some of the world's greatest artists get their inspiration? It's from this show. Are you a budding artist? Do you look like Toulouse-Lautrec? Or do you have a strange affinity for body parts like Vincent van Gogh or Mike Tyson? Maybe you have artistic ability. Can you draw Quasi the Hunchback? Well, here's your chance to show your art to the world. It's time for Zombo's Scary Picture Gallery. Let's look at tonight's picture of the week. Today's picture was sent in by Mindy from Carson City. Werewolfie? Oh, thank you, Werewolfie. Let's go in for a closer look at this very interesting but scary picture. Ooh, I see the horse, and I see the head nurse, and there's the head nurse's head. It's the headless head nurse, and it looks like she's chasing some guy here, and look, it's me, Zombo, and I'm saying, help, it's the headless head nurse. I didn't pay my doctor bill. I wonder what the artist was thinking about when she drew this picture. I see some folds here, so I think she was thinking that the head nurse is going to get a nip and tuck, and we'll see the results in a future show. Now don't forget, boys and ghouls, get out your pencils, paints, crayons, and whatever. Draw me a scary picture and send it to me, Zombo, at the Scary Picture Gallery, and I'll put it on the show for everyone to see.
Send in your scary pictures to Zombo's Scary Picture Gallery in care of this station. Or check out the Zombo website at zombo.com under Gallery.
Why haven't you ever taken me up here before?
Because the things I'm working on don't need an audience.
That telephone call, what about it?
All right. Hold off the questions.
Ooh, sounds like they're already married.
Why the mystery, Bill? What's it all about?
We'll be there soon enough. You'll see. I've got to hurry.
Hey, open the gate, come on through. Everybody wants barbecue. Hey, open the gate, come on through. Everybody wants barbecue. We're gonna barbecue with hot coal barbecue, with tinfoil barbecue. Hey, let's go now. Everybody wants barbecue. We're gonna barbecue with hot coal and barbecue, with tinfoil barbecue. Hey, let's go now. Everybody wants barbecue. Everybody wants barbecue.
He could go all the way.
All right, for God's sake, open the door. I'm coming. Mac, what's happened to you?
A terrible accident. I've got to save her. Got to save her.
What is it? What have you got there?
Kurt, please. Sterilize the tubes and instruments, quickly.
What are you going to do? Aren't you going to have a look in the closet first?
No, I can't now. This is more important.
But you don't understand.
For God's sake, Kurt, this is urgent. Do as I tell you before it's too late. I can't waste precious time arguing with you.
move. Can't be. My eyes are deceiving me.
What you see is real. What's done is done, and what I've done is right. It's the work of science.
I remember fire. Burning. Let me die. Let me die.
I've had success with transplants. Now I can do it for her.
Transplant her to what?
I brought her back. She'll live, and I'll get her another body. I can make her complete again.
Only a madman can believe that she could ever be like before.
Don't argue with me. I love her too much to let her stay like this. I'll restore her as before. You'll see.
Can't you realize? Can't you see? There's a pattern to all that lives. An order, an arrangement. She had a heart and a brain, and her spirit was in both, not in one or the other.
No. I'll give her a brain and a heart.
Yes, and what of her soul? Say you love her, and you can remember her love for you. Then how can you make of her an experiment of horror?
All the skill and science I possess was meant for this. Life has a pattern. The whole pattern of my life is shaping itself to save her now.
Then you intend to go through with it?
Yes. Sleep, my darling. Rest and grow stronger.
How long do you think we can keep her alive under these conditions?
48. 50 hours at the most.
Yes. And you really believe you can work a transplant on her successfully?
Yes.
Like my arm. Withered and deformed.
Yours was an early experiment that failed. With her, I'm using my new adreno serum. Must work. I've got to go now. If the police or anyone call, tell them you don't know anything about it. I don't think anyone will trace us here because her body was burned in the wreckage.
Yes, of course, of course. Look, Bill, before you go, do have a look in that closet. It's the reason why I called you up here.
Hey, I'll be out in a minute.
Keep it locked. Last night it got so violent it almost broke out.
Oh. Oh, not through that thickness. Keep it closed. I've got to think about her now. I've got to find her a body.
How are you going to go about getting one? Bill, how will you do it?
There are ways. There are ways.
Hello, everybody. I'm Nurse Feelgood, the head nurse, and today I'm going to take Frank here over to play the head dating game.
It's time for the head dating game, and here's the star of the show, Tom Foolery.
Welcome to the head dating game. Here's our lucky lady looking for a date tonight. She's the taste tester at a local distillery. Say hello to Hetty Williams. And here's the guy who went out on a date with her. He's the host of a local horror movie show. Say hello to Frank. So tell me, Frank, what happened?
She called me up, but I couldn't get to the phone. But then she tried this mental telepathy, and we decided to go bowling.
So who won?
She did. She's a real pinhead.
Not off to a real good start. So tell me, Hetty, what happened next?
Well, Tom, we rolled back to my place and I told him I was hedonistic.
And then what happened?
I said I wanted some, and she threw me out.
Ooh, sounds like a bummer. Not a good date. Well, let's see who the audience picked. Frank, 17%, Dr. Kortner, 8%, and the thing in the closet, a whopping 75%. Well, Frank, I'm sorry it didn't work out.
That's okay. I still have the head nurse.
And we'll get right back to our movie after this.
This is the Rat Girl. She's a definite 10. Do you think tonight's movie is a 10? Well, now you can rate all the movies on Zomboo's House of Horror Movies. Just go to zomboo.com, click on Rate the Movies, and be a movie critic. You can also write your own comments and reviews, and I'll keep track of the ratings to let you know which movies you think are the scariest.
My heroin habit really dropped off since I lost my arms.
What took you so long?
What made you think I'd come?
You know a good thing when you say it.
Yeah, there was plenty to see. I liked your act.
Is that all you liked?
Well, your costume, what there was of it, was interesting.
Is that all?
The rest of the equipment is standard. But, the arrangement is pretty special.
You know, tourists just looking at the sights. What are you doing here, slumming?
I get my allowance once a week.
Okay, if you're so loaded, you pay for the drinks.
I already did. Are you hustling for the house?
I hustle for myself. I'm the leading lady around here. I can sit with the squares out front, or I can relax back here with my friends.
I'll bet you don't have an enemy in the world. Hmm?
Itch on my nose. Can't scratch it.
Let me die. Let me die.
Where are you from?
Oh, around. Just looking around.
When you get done looking, then what?
I operate.
I get your message. You're coming across. You could flip any chick in the house. Why me?
Oh, like I said, I'm looking.
Well, you don't have to look any further. I'm not going to fake it for you.
When do you go on again, When?
Relax. I got another show yet, but it could be for you.
Oh, I was just asking.
Try taking. I'm getting nervous. I'm over 21.
Way over. More like 21 in dog years.
No, it isn't that. I just got things to do. Things to take care of.
Well, if I don't exactly make you sick, what could be more important that could be taken care of right now?
Well, I've got to see about helping somebody. Somebody who needs my help very badly.
You can't cut out of me now, baby. Now when you got me feeling so good. I'm so warm all over. I'm good for you. I know I'm good for what you want.
You may be just what I'm looking for.
You've got your nerve.
Oh, look who's talking.
Why don't you haul your beat-up body back to the bar with the rest of the flies?
Keep your G-string on. I only came in here to change my clothes. I got admission. Now I'd like to see the rest of the show.
Come back in half an hour and maybe you will.
Get lost. Hi, lover boy. I see you've met the queen. Hey. Come here, don't hide. You know, you've got the kind of face a girl doesn't mind looking at. Even out front, all the other girls are asking about you.
Get out of here. Choose company. Three's a crowd.
Who's to tell me to blow if I don't want to? This here's my dressing room, too. Remember?
It kills her to see me make time.
You're the only thing that's going to be made around here tonight. Honey.
Eat your heart out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'd better be going,
What for? Look what you've done. You come busting with your 2 cents. Let me see you later. I'll make everything up to you. I swear I will.
Yeah. Come on back later. I'll remember you.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
You lousy tramp. Once in a blue moon, I walked into a bar with class, and you messed it up.
What makes you think you had him? He would have you on a bet.
Says who?
Says me. What's a guy like that want with leftovers for?
Leftovers?
Why, you cheap third-rate stripper! You want to pull me over? You cheap fleecing! Let's go! I'll bash you like a bug. Try. Oh, I'll try all right.
Hey, you, come here.
Yes?
Now, is this Zombo's clothing store?
Oh, why, yes. This is Zombo's clothing store.
Well, I want to buy a pair of glass pants.
Oh, I'm sorry, but we don't sell them.
Listen, your sign up in the window says you sell everything, and I want to buy a pair of glass pants.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Mr. Blackwell, but glass pants don't exist.
What do you mean they don't exist? I own a pair, and I'm going to go home and put them on right now, and I'll be back. Hey, there, you see? Glass pants. I told you they existed. So now, wise guy, what do you think?
Oh, well, at first I thought that you were crazy, but now I see you're nuts.
What? Why, I oughta tell you.
Oh, and we'll be right back to our very scary movie after these important messages from our sponsors. Ooh, time for a bite.
You. Inside the closet. What has he done to you? I know there's someone there. Knock once if you hear me. And I'm not the first. Knock twice if I'm not the first. He should have let me die. I hate him for what he's done to me. If he only knew what it's like being like this. You know what it's like. Together we could have revenge. You want revenge? You the thing inside and me the thing out here.
brain's still untouched. And his keeping me alive has given me a power he didn't count on. Power that you can feel across this room and through that door. Can't you? Together, we're both more than things. We're a power as hideous as our deformities. Together, we'll wreak our revenge. I shall create power, and you will enforce it. You, the thing inside. Me, the thing out here. What's locked behind that door?
Horror. No normal mind can imagine. Something even more terrible than you.
No, my deformed friend. Like all quantities, horror has its ultimate. And I'm that.
There is a horror beyond yours. And it's in there. Locked behind that door. Paths of experimentation twist and turn through mountains of miscalculation and often lose themselves in error and darkness. Behind that door is the sum total of Dr. Corton's mistakes.
He had no right to bring me back to this.
Perhaps not. Who knows? But you should know. Before he injected the serum into that, it was but a mass of grafted tissues, lifeless. Just lay there, weighted down with its transplants of broken limbs and amputated arms. But with this serum, it began to breathe.
It's impossible.
Would you have thought possible what he's already done? Take yourself. He's brought you back. You live. Only a few years ago, all transplants were impossible.
That's what he's been doing up here when no one could see his work.
Yes. Experimenting with transplants on that. And on me. Letting him tear away my flesh time after time. Test after test. My hopes shattering with each grafted arm he fastened to me. Watching it wither and warp. instead of strengthening. You see, he's learned from his mistakes.
And you stayed with him, helping him in his grotesque work that he claims is for science.
Was there a place for me on the outside with this? A world where eyes would look upon me with pity, and people would turn away from me in disgust. No. The alcoholic has his bottle.
Thank goodness.
The dope addict, his needle. I had my research. I used to be a surgeon. It was my life. And one night in the laboratory there was an accident. They had to amputate my arm.
And he has used you to...
I had no choice. He was my only hope. A surgeon needs both his arms, not just one. You see, my transplanted grotesqueness stayed. So did I. I live only for the day he can work a successful transplant to my body.
Next.
Transplant my head onto another body.
And he's insane with the belief he can do it.
But the tissues of my body would reject the tissues of another. Reject it as the foreign substance it is. The transplant would never take it, would never stay in place. My blood's antibodies would attack it as they attack any invading matter.
Yes, but his new discovery, this new serum, may change all that. This serum injected into the bloodstream affects the lymphoid tissues. Here in the neck. The lymphoids that provide the antibodies for the blood that attack foreign transplanted matter. It was untested, untried, till we used it on you.
So that liquid in the blood that's being pumped through what's left of me is what makes me feel the... He may produce results he didn't ask for.
Results? You mean like this?
Results more terrible than your arm of relative beauty. Results of power, of magnitude.
Power? What power? Can't you see that you're at the mercy of every element of the universe? How can you speak of power?
I have power. This liquid that he's pumped into me. My brain burns with it. That thing inside an iron touch. Want me to prove it?
You can prove nothing. You're powerless.
I'll show you how powerless I am. You. Behind that door. Let me know if you hear me. Whoever, whatever you are, I command you. You understand me? I'm only a head, and you're whatever you are. Together we're strong, more powerful than any of them.
What are you running from? What's wrong with you? Oh, it's you. Something wrong, something beyond control in that room.
There's nothing beyond my control. She's alive, and I'll keep her alive until I find her a body. I can't talk anymore. I'm tired. I've got to go to sleep.
Then
You didn't find her a body?
Well, I've got to be careful. I can't afford to be identified as the last person seen with a girl before she disappears.
Do you think you'll get one?
There are many things left for tomorrow.
Hey, Zombo!
Oh, well, if it isn't my little pal, Minnie Z.
What kind of vehicle does Frankenstein drive?
I don't know.
A monster truck!
Oh, would you like to meet Britney Spears? And we'll be right back to our very scary movie right after these important messages from our sponsors. Hello, everybody. It's your old pal Zombo. You know, I think that last Mini Z joke wasn't very scary and wasn't very funny. In fact, I think Mini Z needs better material. Now you can help old Mini Z out by being his ghostwriter and email him your favorite monster joke. Just email it to zombo@zombo.com and I'll make sure he gets it.
Hey, Zombo, I just got another good one.
And now let's get back to this week's very scary movie.
I was about to call a cop the way you were looking me over. How have you been, Bill?
Oh, just fine, Donna. I haven't seen you for quite a while.
Too long. I'm still waiting for that call you once promised me.
And you know how it is with interns. All work.
All work and no play even makes for dull doctors. You're going to lose that bedside manner of yours. Say, how'd that little side course in anatomy?
Yours? Anytime.
No, not mine. A Body Beautiful contest. You know, bathing suit models. Plenty of females on the hoof. Your eyes will have a field day. Interested?
Well, why not? You're just what the doctor ordered. Come on, jump in. On second thought, I just remembered I've got to stop by my place and take care of a few things. It'll only take a minute. You don't mind, do you?
I always follow the doctor's orders. Anything you prescribe, I'll take.
That's what I like about you, Donna. Always so obliging.
Hey, Donna, where are you going? What's the hurry?
Hi, Jeannie. We're going to look for some bodies.
You mean the contest?
Yeah.
Got any room for me?
Oh, sure, plenty. Bill, this is Jeannie Reynolds. Jeannie, this is Dr.
Hi.
Bill Portner.
Hello.
Hop in, but first we got to stop off at his place.
Sure.
Well, as a matter of fact, I can wait. Now that there's two of you, we'll have to wait.
Guess he thinks there's safety in numbers.
Well, this time there is.
You promised not to hurt you.
And I promise not to hurt you. Yeah, looks fine.
Well, it looks like
right, we're about ready to go. Backstage are 5 of the girls who have reached the contest finals, and we are here to choose Miss Body Beautiful. Now, we've eliminated everyone except the 5 finalists, and they will be judged solely by your applause. So let's bring them on. First, Helen Appleton. Betty Brompton. Terry Lund. Peggy Howard.
She has the second nicest body I've ever seen.
Second to you?
No, another girl, a figure model. You remember that one in school years ago? The one who had the accident.
Oh, yeah. Doris,
Doris Powell.
Yeah, she's still around?
Few people see her nowadays. She just stays in her studio posing for art classes and camera bugs.
Figure model. Poses for art classes. The nicest body she's ever seen. The nicest body. Maybe this is the one. She's got to be. I can keep Jan alive only for a few more hours. I've got to find her a body.
He intends to kill somebody. To rob them of their body. Do you hear me? Yes, you hear me. You know how Bill's egotism drives him on and on. To infamy upon infamy. Good ever be born of evil? Yet he claims his work is for science, humanity. To be joined to flesh not your own. What's human in this? Of how you must exist, locked behind that door. We've got to stop him.
Okay, boys, I've had it for
Come on, baby, one more. Just one more, please. Another 5 minutes, baby.
Time's just about up anyway.
Okay.
Say, Doris, would you like to have a drink with me? Just you and me, away from everybody? Someplace where nobody will butt in, where you and I can really be alone.
No, thank you.
How about posing for me? Private like. I'll pay you real money, real good money. Kind of money they don't throw at you every day, and for doing hardly nothing at all.
I do my posing for classes only, Wednesdays and Saturdays, 8 to 10.
Yeah, I know, but we can...
Good night. See it all, mister. The show's over. Next time, bring a camera and buy a ticket. I'm not running a charity.
You don't remember me, do you, Doris?
Every guy on the make gives me that same tired line.
I'm Bill Courtner.
Bill Courtner. Long time ago, that fight. You almost tore that wise guy apart for making fun of me. After my accident.
Look, can't we go somewhere and talk?
No, I don't date men. Because I pose like I do. Your mind works overtime. You get ideas. You're all alike.
Oh, not all of us. I'm not on the make for you.
Okay, so maybe you're better than most. Maybe not. I still hate all men. I hate them for what one did to me once. Have you forgotten? Well, have you?
No, I haven't forgotten.
Well, neither have I. I carry the memory around with me.
But you can't hide yourself away here forever, posing bare in front of a bunch of neurotics.
Listen, Galahad. I trusted a man once, all the way. What did it get me? He gets his head full of jealous lies, and I get...
You've got to forget what
How
happened.
can I forget? I carry the memory around with me. Wait a minute. Am I so appealing to you now? Still so interested? Doesn't it make you sick? You don't even turn away from me, like everyone else does.
To me, you're not ugly. I see only beauty in you. You have a lovely body and a face that can be made beautiful again also.
I've heard that song before.
I'm a doctor, I know. My father's one of the leading plastic surgeons. If anyone can help you, we can. I know I can.
I've been to doctors. It's no use. The scar tissue's too deep. No one can help me.
That was a few years ago. Today, nothing's hopeless. We can graft scar and skin tissue that... Well, we can even freeze areas of the skin and sand away damaged skin tissues.
The new belt sander treatment can take care of anything.
The way you say that, that look in your eyes, I almost want to believe you. I almost want to believe you.
Well, then start believing, hmm?
Even if your father could help me, I couldn't pay him the kind of money it would take.
Don't talk about money. He does a lot of work without any charge.
Why should you want to do this for me? What's in it for you?
I'm going to make your face beautiful again. cut it off and give your body away.
I'm sorry, Bill. I have been knocked around so many times. I've lost count. It's tough living with this. I don't mean to sound ungrateful.
Well, because you've been battered around, don't go sour. You shouldn't lose your trust in people. Not all of us.
I believe you. I want to. Do you really think something can be done?
Only my father knows. Look, we have a country place just out of town. He's visiting for the weekend. I could take you there now for a consultation.
You mean tonight?
Well, if you'd rather wait till he comes back, if he comes back.
I mean, he wouldn't be annoyed being bothered with me so late at night.
Well, you let me do the worrying, hmm?
I'll do anything that'll help me get rid of this face.
Well, that's where I come in. Remember the last time I helped you? Where are you going? Who are you calling?
My girlfriend. I want to tell her the news.
Before you know what the verdict's going to be?
You're right. I shouldn't talk until I know what's going to happen. My girlfriend, she's supposed to drop in later. I'll have to leave her a note or something.
Well, just tell her you'll see you later. Otherwise, she'll ask a lot of nosy questions. We want to be sure first. Just throw something on, huh?
I'll be with you in a minute.
Just tell her you'll keep in touch. I'll leave it on the table. She'll see it.
Had to go out with old friend Bill Courtner. We'll call you tomorrow. Doris. Here.
I'll leave it on the lamp. She'll see it, won't she?
That's the first place she'll look. I'll leave the lights on for her. I have waited so long for this.
So have I.
Who's this on the Zombo telephone?
This is Nurse Feelgood, the head nurse.
Head nurse, isn't this one of the scariest movies you've ever seen?
Are you kidding? This movie is so lame, it needs crutches.
You're not even a little bit scared?
Get real, Zombo. That's the goofiest monster I've ever seen. But you need a good shot of reality.
You think you could do better?
I'll show you, Scary. I'm heading over there right now to take your temperature.
That's what you think. Because it's time to announce Zombo's 3-minute horror movie contest. Yes, that's right. Go out and shoot your own 3-minute horror movie on videotape. It must be in reasonably good taste, and it must be very scary.
Send your 3-minute horror movies to Zombo today. Check out the Zombo website at zombo.com under 3-minute movies for the address to send your movie.
So make those movies, send them to me, and if they're scary enough, I'll put them on the show for everyone to see. Check us out at the Zombo website at zombo.com.
Again. Hit it again. Got to see your hideousness. You've got to see mine. Wonder which of us is more awful. Nothing you can be is more terrible than what I am. A head without a body. should be in its grave. I hate him. I hate him for what he's done to me. Can your horror match mine?
Man, do you think they could find a more annoying head?
Quiet. Someone's coming.
I have come to feed your friend. While you feed yourself with hate, it prefers food.
Your formless, sniveling fear becomes you more.
Yeah. What makes you think I'm afraid of what's in there? Or of you? A mere head in search of a body.
People fear what they don't understand and what they can't see.
What are you talking about? You're nothing but a freak of life. And a freak of death. Why should I be afraid of a few knocks on a door?
Last night you ran. You were afraid of what you imagined lay behind that door.
I? Imagined? It was I who helped graft together the bits and pieces that were stolen from the hospital. An amputated arm, a leg, a torso. It was I who helped piece them together like a monstrous jigsaw puzzle.
And that same medicine that he's fed to me to activate my lymphoid tissues. Has he fed it to that?
No. No, on that he used an earlier formula. It wasn't as successful as the serum he's using on you. But it was enough to allow the transplants to take. If your experiment is successful, then it'll be my turn.
And what else has happened to it?
You mean, what else? Well, it's mutated some, of course. It's changed considerably.
Why don't you open the door? And we'll both see how it's changed.
Listen, you. I warn you. You better stop pestering me, do you hear? I'm getting fed up with you and your insidious talk. He should have cut out your tongue while he was at it.
Afraid?
Afraid of whom? Of you? No. Not anymore.
But of it.
Nor of it. Only keeps it locked in there so that it'll be safe, that's all.
Safe? From me?
Beast. I hope he prolongs your existence into a lifetime of agony. Then we'll see who's laughing at whom. You miserable fool!
Get him! Kill him!
Hey, buddy! This is the longest dying scene I've ever seen. Where did you learn to act?
You and your father live here?
Only on weekends when we want to get away from the city.
This place certainly is lonely.
Well, the further from prying eyes, the better. I mean, it's nice and quiet here. We can get away from the noise and telephones.
Oh, I guess it is.
Well, sit down, sit down. I'll fix us a drink, huh? My father should be back soon.
You mean he's not here now?
Oh, come on now, Doris. Do I look like a maniac who goes around killing girls? Now, you've got to learn to trust people. Oh, people like me, really.
I'm sorry. I trust you. I trust you with my life.
Well, I can't ask for any more than that. I'll be right back.
Ooh, we have a cleanup in aisle 3. Cleanup in aisle 3.
We will be right back to our movie after these very important messages. When I wake up in the morning, I have my cup of coffee with the most handsome man on television.
Ooh, there's nothing wrong with your eyes.
And because I'm such a nice person, I'm going to share him with you.
Now you can have your very own ZOMBOO coffee mug. Just go to the ZOMBOO website at ZOMBOO.com, click on Buy Stuff, and order your ZOMBOO coffee mug today.
And I wouldn't be caught dead without one.
Ooh, now you can have coffee, tea, and me.
This movie is so bad, I don't blame you.
I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
Forgotten you? Why, Doris, you've become very important to me. Very important. I put a little water in it so it wouldn't be too strong for you.
Fine. I'm not a very heavy drinker.
Neither am I. Well, here's to your future, whatever it may be.
I'll drink to that. It's getting awfully warm in here. I feel kind of funny. Bill, you put something in my drink, didn't you?
I told you I'd bring you a body. A beautiful one. Soon it will be yours.
Bill, you can't.
Yes, I can. I want you as a complete woman, not part of one. Is it a crime to want to keep you alive? Is it a crime for science to jump ahead by years? This kind of thing must be done. When it's over, you'll see. I've got to hurry now. The drug will wear off soon and she'll be awake. When she does come to, it will be your head consciously awakening for her.
You must be stopped. You must.
And who's going to do it? It's got to be quiet here.
Can't stop me.
This movie should have been titled The Brain That Didn't Shut the Hell Up.
Very well.
Ooh, now don't forget, boys and ghouls and mummies and daddies, tune in next week for another very scary movie on Zombo's House of Horror Movies.